one who so the one who was thinking, feeling, experiencing, expressing, so-called John, has gone. And who was that? The understanding is the soul, the spirit, the consciousness, the energy was doing that. And energy is eternal. Right? Energy is the body. We say it starts to degrade. You have to preserve it in ice. The heat, it becomes cold. If you have touched a dead body, it's cold. Anybody touched a dead body? Yeah, it's cold, right? And we say dust to dust. The body goes back to the 5 elements, but the energy is there. So to understand, I, the energy, am in this body. Well, we use the word analogy like this is a temple because we need to respect this body. Right? This is a temple, whether you call it as a car and you're a driver, or if you are a magician and this is your instrument, the use. Right? So it is important to know the actor. So you take out different layers of the different roles you play. The outer layer is gone, and the inner you. The inner you will be the different roles that you play, wearing this costume. How many roles do you play? 2? Really?
Many.
Say some of them.
No, sorry. When you say roles, what like the different masks you wear for the different type of people in your life?
My roles: daughter, sister, boss.
Right. Those are some of the roles that we play.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Anyone else? A soul playing a role, but that one role wears different hats. Yes, my dear.
Oh, I guess employed.
You're employed.
Yeah, no, employed.
Employee, yes,
My work.
employer, employee, both, right?
Yeah. Daughter is a big one.
Mhm.
Granddaughter.
Mm.
And those are I'd say the largest roles I have.
Yes, and we are students, right?
Cool.
And if you're teaching someone, you become a teacher. And if you are going to a store, you're a customer, consumer, driver. You're cooking, you're a chef. How many of you cook here? Different roles that we play, different hats, responsibilities that we carry. So those are some of the things. One, gross visible, and the different roles that you play. Is there anything beyond it, apart from the roles? Get more. And who is driving those roles? Could be your emotions, your feelings, your dreams, your experiences. Say, you have no idea what I've gone through. Your hobbies, so many things encapsulated in that. And when you unpack that, there is more. Oops, here we go. We need to have their bodies together, right? Maybe this way. Now, and lastly, tiny little capsule. It can go more smaller. This is the smallest one I could find. So it's the tiny, tiny, tiny one, invisible in this dress that we are wearing, this costume that we are wearing, who thinks, who feels, who analyzes, who experiences and expresses, right? Is who I am. Like we have a DNA for the body, it's the DNA of the being. But what am I made of? What is this capsule made of? Any thoughts? Hmm? The core of every person is 7 virtues. The core, this is who you are. These outer layers can change, but what makes the outer layers, the word you were using, you were talking about grounding, right? Belonging. So the core of every person is peace. Is there anyone who say, "Oh, I was so happy to be peaceless today"? Do you find anyone saying that? Well, say something is wrong with you. You're happy to be peaceful. Rather, they say at the end of the day, I just want peace. Yeah? If I'm peaceless, then I'm abnormal. So peace is something who you are made of. No one can take away peace from you. No one can give that to you because you are it. I used a phrase at the beginning of the session and I said Om Shanti. And the word Om Shanti means Om is I am, Shanti is peace. I am peace. I am a peaceful being. Do you believe that? Something. When I was told, I didn't believe it because I was so naughty. I was so aggressive. I was like, really? I am a peaceful being? And the sister told me, okay, remind yourself at least 100 times that Om Shanti, I am peace, I am peace. And I did it 1,000 times a day, again and again, again and again, thinking that will just saying it will make me peaceful. But it didn't because there was a conflict going on inside. Because I knew my that time current behavior manifestation was totally opposite. I still have a younger sibling, and we used to have a nice fight. Well, no, you see, sibling rivalry. We're great friends now, but that time. And I used to wonder how come we didn't kill each other. You know? And there came a point when I had to pause and talk to myself. You know, there's a dialogue which goes on within you. You know, there's a badminton which goes on. So I had to sit with myself and reflect, contemplate. Okay, this is how my behavior is at this moment. Go back, go back. At the origin, the core of you, that you are a peaceful being. And when I accepted it, acknowledged it, and I started to savor that peace. Then, when I didn't have to remind myself, I am a peaceful, or, oh, Kinnari, you are a peaceful soul. No. I said, who am I? And I would experience that peace. I had to come, and it's like hugging yourself. You're knowing yourself, your true self, that you are a peaceful being. That's your nature, because that's what you're comfortable in. Yeah. So in meditation, you heard the commentary, which was grounding. In the commentary or the meditation that you learn here, the starting point is you are a peaceful being. It's not that you will become peaceful. The starting, you start the car, the first thought is you are a peaceful being. It's a journey from knowing to being. I agree, because I can tell you all the information. How much do you acknowledge it, believe it, accept it, integrate it, be it? Is a journey. We know many things. Oh, I am a mother. That's how I will respond. I am a daughter. I'm a granddaughter. That's how I will think. My conditioning of thinking is based on different roles and responsibility. But if you come from the authentic self of who you are, how would a peaceful being think? How would a peaceful being decide in this situation? Come from that, and to see the other person also as that capsule, the tiny point of light. Let me pause, ask if anybody wants to share, comment, then we move on. Where is the other mic? Who has the mic? You. Okay. You want to ask something or share?
Can you remind me of the question?
No, if anything you want to share,
Oh.
ask, I'm just pausing to see.
To just anything to share?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I think I'm here because I'm about 26 and I feel that I come from a place of high anxiety, one, and two, I with work and relationships and my life, I feel a lot of times like I'm on like a hamster wheel and I have a very hard time quieting my mind
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like sometimes the more thoughts I have, the quicker I'm just moving about my day.
Mhm.
And that is a very difficult thing for me not to do, to the point where I over explain myself or I talk too quickly, or a lot of those feelings, I guess, are part of what I'm trying to slow down at this point in my life
Mhm.
before I just like have that. And it's great because I have a lot of energy and I get things done. But at the end of the day, as we were talking about earlier, it's like you sit back and you're like, okay, now I need peace. Now this is the point where the end of one day, that's where I'm going to calm down. And I want it to be something that is more consistent and that
Correct.
I'm more on top of.
Excellent.
That's it. Thank you.
True, true, very true. And what will happen is by knowing this, before you start anything, you remind yourself. See, this is like going from an automatic car to a manual gear, right? Because I was on autopilot. I am this. And I was going. Now I need to shift back. Say, who am I, by the way? I'm a peaceful soul. I'm a peaceful light. I'm a peaceful energy. And then you start. Before you start, take a moment. Step back. It's not like an outside in, it's an inside out approach. Slow down to speed. Slow down. By taking those few moments, you will do things efficiently, quicker, but in a peaceful state of mind. There is more clarity because you're coming from the awareness that you are that peaceful being where you center yourself. You start your day with that awareness. Sit for 10 minutes with that practice of that I am a being of peace. I am that light of peace. And do it every day. When you do something consistently every day, and if you're doing it multiple times during the day, what is going to happen? It'll become your habit. It'll become your nature. It'll become your personality. Then you will become anxiety. What is that? I don't know. No, peace is your nature then. Because that's who you originally are. Yes, brother, you want to share something? Ask.
The question was, how does a peaceful person think?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Go ahead.
So I think we've all noticed how much more emotional people are these days. So would you say a peaceful person should think more rationally, logically, rather than emotionally? It's more calm, isn't it?
Mm. Correct. So we didn't go to the we did the anatomy. We didn't do the physiology of the being, which has, so the being has three faculty, a mind, intellect, and then there is resolves. So the mind creates thoughts. I, the being, create thoughts. That faculty is called mind. But whatever you think, do you do it?
No.
Thank God. Thank God we don't do. How many thoughts do you have in a minute?
How many, sorry?
How many thoughts do you think on an average you have in a
I don't know. Quite
100? Depending on the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
If you're in a stressful situation, you might have too many thoughts. If I ask you after a meditation, you're like, what? Do I have thoughts? So, but every thought that I create, I don't manifest it because there's something called as an intellect. Intellect. The role of an intellect is to discern, analyze. Should I? Shouldn't I? What is the consequence of this? People do ask you, didn't you think before you said that? Didn't you think before you did that? Right? So the thinking faculty of the being is called intellect. So when you ask how is a peaceful being thinking, that faculty, um, have you seen a scale in a law firm? It's like,
Okay, yeah, scale.
so when you're in the right, when you're aligned, when you're grounded, you are unbiased.
Yeah.
Right? So there is a balance of logic and there is a balance of emotion. You're not colored or pulled in one direction then. You see it as a detached observer and then you take a decision.
Okay, well, I think emotion is a narcissistic thing. It wants it all its own way, where logic seems to be more unbiased on its own.
True.
Yeah.
And emotion, when you say emotion, there are different emotions.
Yeah.
Emotion is energy in motion.
Yeah.
Right? So it could be happiness, it could be sadness. Right? Either way. And correct me if I'm wrong. When I say when you say emotion, it is not that because I love this person, I take a different approach. Is that what you meant?
Yes, emotion doesn't. Trying to say, it seems to me emotion leaves you unbalanced. You're not calm. Whereas rational thought and logic, you are calm. You're thinking it through. You're pondering the path of life.
Yes.
Whereas emotions is the
So
act
we
of
need
there and
both. We need both. Why I tell you? Well, there again, English. There is sympathy.
Yeah.
There is empathy. There is compassion.
Okay.
Right? Sympathy. I understand what the other person is going through. Empathy. I feel. Oh, she has a cut. I can really feel the pain that she's going through. Compassion. I understand. I feel, and I do an act so that I can relieve her from the pain. So there's a balance. I know it, and you're coming from that space to make a difference. Got it? Yeah.
Anyone else?
Anyone else from this side of the house? If you didn't get it, you could say that too. Anything, whatever you've heard so far, anything that you resonate with, or if you have a question, anything, could share. Does it make sense, or it is bouncing off?
Oh, it's more kind of the inner self. Sometimes when we are quiet at night, we tend to listen, and also how as we grow, we lose that sense of listening to ourselves. So maybe that's related to who we are.
Very true.
How we can reconnect with.
Yes, very true. When you go in, you can actually that's the conscience, right? You're basically talking about your conscience.
The conscious or the seventh sense that we have.
Yes.
The sixth sense
The
that we
sixth,
have.
yes. Correct. See, that's why I just mentioned one virtue to you, which is peace. So the 7 virtues are love. Is there anyone who doesn't like to be, not the hug and the kiss, right? Yes, that's a manifestation. Love means to care, right? Love means to be there. Love means to support, all of that. So the being, I'm a loving being. Third, happy. I'm a happy soul. Do you teach a child to be happy, a baby to be happy? It's naturally happy. Purity. I am a pure soul, powerful soul, wisdom and bliss. Why I had to say all the 7, wisdom. I, the being, each one of us has this DNA of what is right and wrong. We know it. And that is why the inner voice will try to knock on the door. Hey, don't do this. Don't do this. We override it many times. Any one of you override your inner conscious? I have done it many times. I said, oh, I was getting that thought I shouldn't, and I still did it. So that is in the DNA of the being. You know, from the outside, whatever it is, but the inner self knows what is right and what is wrong. But the more you connect to the true self, you listen. And not just to listen, you get the power to act from it. People talk about willpower. I don't have the willpower to do. I want to. I'll give you a very rudimentary example. Maybe I have a habit of smoking or drinking or any addiction, maybe addiction of overeating. My doctor says, don't eat sugar. I love sugar. So cakes and chocolates and pastry, whatever it is. So the willpower also will develop because you have the power. You are the driver of this body, and you develop that power, what to and what not to, when to, when not to. It is not the body driving you, but then you start to drive. Not just the physical, but also your emotions, what you feel. Sister, would you like to share? Brother Paul? Nahi? Acha. You are in that silent zone. Can I invite you to come?
Yeah, I'm just listening to all of the wonderful feedback, you know. But I heard my daughter at the back speak about her anxiety and, you know, not being able to shut down. But I do want to share that I think age and life experiences do cause you to shut down. And on a very personal note, you know, it took 2 losses in a matter of a year for me to realize that, you know, I need to shut down. And it has helped me a lot to just do what I can do and not be so driven anymore, you know? So that has allowed me to find a lot of peace. And it's a beautiful place to be.
Thank you. Yes, you can share.
No, I was just gonna pass it by.
Paul, want to add anything? Comment? Okay. Anyone from the Zoom land would like to share or ask? Anybody from Zoom land? Either you got it all or you didn't get it. No? Any comment? Let me see if there's writing anything. Okay. So, knowing who I am, how can I integrate that? So, what is the use of knowing all of this? Yeah. Into my day-to-day life, how is this helpful? Do you see this being of any use to you to know this? So what if I am attached to my role, my responsibilities, my color, my gender, my age, my nationality? Is that okay? Is that okay? Yeah. I was in one of the places a couple of days ago, and it was on women empowerment. So my first, when I was reflecting, who needs to be empowered? Is it the women who need to be empowered? Say, oh, it's the mother, it is the grandmother, it's the daughter, it's the daughter-in-law, the aunt. They had so many varieties. Right? So the understanding is we are all in this costume. I'm an actor wearing the costume of a female and playing these roles. Does the costume need to be empowered? Or the person playing the role needs to be empowered? They were like, okay, women have compassion, if women are very empathetic, women are nurturing. Aren't brothers nurturing? How many parents, brothers have we seen who play a role of a mother better than a mother? I myself have seen so many who are, they're a father figure, but they're so motherly. And we have seen mothers who are very strict, being like a father. So we, the energy, have both the powers, feminine and masculine, to say per se. We have both. So it is this being that needs to be empowered. so that irrespective of what role you play, you have the power to play that role authentically with and accurately and in a better way. Like suppose like I'm a physician by profession, right? So they say if you're a physician, you should be very compassionate. You should have very good listening skills. You should have very good bed manners. So these are the skills you develop or you should have to play your role authentically. Similarly, if somebody is an engineer, if somebody is a teacher, you train that person so that they can play that role beautifully. But it's the soul who has to be
Nigel
empowered.
Harper, Sam Audio.
Anybody wants to speak? Somebody on the Zoom unmuted? Nope. Okay. So when I know that I am this being, I see myself with immense potential. It's not that I am not looking low on myself. Oh, I'm a female. I can't do this. No, because they put restrictions. Oh, you're a woman. You can't do this. You're a man. You should be like this. Men are not supposed to cry. No, we're all beings of energy and we have equal freedom to express and experience and to be authentic of who you are. It is not that it's just because I wear a suit and boot and I go to an office that I will be a boss. I'm sure we all express our different virtues in different roles. Is that true? As a mother, you might play your roles differently. In an office, you might be different. Are you strict with your staff? Okay. So we change our little bit of our virtues, modify it. But when you are in your soul conscious stage, you will be authentic in whichever role you play. You have to be a great actor, irrespective of what roles you play. I don't know too many actor's name, but Tom Cruise. Yeah, he plays an excellent role, whatever role he plays. He's a good actor. So similarly, I need to be a good being. Whether you play a role of a mother, whether you play a role of a grandmother, you will do your best. You will do your best because you will be coming from that space of peace, love, happiness, and nothing but it. Irrespective of what is happening around you, you'll ask yourself, who am I? If I'm a peaceful being, how will you respond to this? If I am a loving being, how am I going to be responding to this situation? So that's where it comes down to. But to refill myself, that's the next chapter. How do I refill? Now, we all have all these virtues, but some may be 5%, some may be 20%, some may be, I'm depleted in peace. I want peace. Some might have extreme amount of power, which I don't have. So for that, you do meditation. And there is a saying, where your attention goes, energy will flow. And where energy flows, things will grow. Where your attention will go, energy will flow. And where the energy flows, things will grow. Now, what does it mean? If I give attention to, I can't do this, I am not able to do this, I am not capable of this, I am not that, I'm going to be feeding it. And that will take power. In medicine, we say disuse atrophy. You might have seen people who are paralyzed, they don't use that limb, it'll become thin. The muscles will go atrophy. And if you go to gym, look at the brother's muscle, you have good muscles. You must be working out and all of that. So the more you give energy, it will grow. So if you practice that I am a peaceful being, I am a powerful being, I am a loving being, I am a happy being, the energy will grow. You will start to develop that. It will not happen in one day. It might not happen in 2 days. It will take a while because we have conditioned ourselves very well that I'm not it. I'm not it. I can't be it. Peace and me? No way. I need to take those pills to be peaceful. I can't sleep. Anybody having sleep issues here? very honest child. The mind must be racing, no? So every hour, take 30 seconds for yourself. Every hour, we have a traffic control, which means like a music comes on every hour for a minute. You can put the app if you want, or you can put an alarm which just buzzes. Remind yourself, jam, JAM. You have traffic jams, say just a moment or just a minute to unjam your mind. And in that 1 minute, center yourself, ground yourself to your true self. Peel those layers off. Today, when you go home, draw the circles that are around you. What are the different layers that I have created of mine and me? And go back to your true self, of that true, authentic, the beautiful self that you are. Each one is beautiful. Each one is valuable as a diamond. There must be things more valuable than diamond, but precious. And each one of you are precious. There was a quick guess. Every hour, and at the end of the day, if you can journal, whatever is bothering you or whatever good or bad happened, you put it down, either in your meditation. That meditation, you can sit on your bed and just reflect. You shut down your computer. Before you shut down, you close the windows, all the windows which are open. So similarly, at the end of the day, close all the windows and then take a point. What did you learn from today? And what are you going to be practicing tomorrow? And then you see. Right. I journal every day. If I'm very tired, I'll write one line, at least one line. I am okay, but I'm really tired today. But if you have time, journal your feelings, shut it down, and you see how it'll change. You will sleep like a baby with ease. All of you can sleep well? Okay, good. You'll also sleep well. Any questions before we go into some meditation of practicing or unwrapping in our meditation the different layers? Any questions? Anyone? No?
Thank you for this topic because it's a good reminder that not to get too caught up with the labels and the roles, the ego. We are a soul. Yes.
Thank you for reminding on the ego, because I gave you just the example of the name, but there are many things. Suppose somebody brings a plant and they take care of it, they make it grow, and some third person comes and says, what a plant is this? They are talking to the plant, but I'm the one getting hurt because I have personal, anything you say to the plant, you said to me. And that happens with parents. How do you talk to my son like that? How do you talk to my husband like that? My husband, my child. They're talking to that so and so. But you see how we personalize things? So you seem to have a question? Any comments? Anything you want to say? You okay? Sure. Do you want to say anything? No. You're all right. Anybody on Zoom wants to share or ask before we step into meditation? No. Okay. So shall we do some meditation? Yeah. So I want you to sit comfortably, not too comfortable that you sleep away. Try to have your back straight. Yeah, you can have the red light on. Feet flat on the floor. And if you have holding anything, put it down, put it by your side. And if you want, you can look at the point of light or anything just to give your eye a focus. Yeah. As you sit and as you observe, just reflect on the things that you heard so far. And think of the different layers that I'm carrying within me. And as you unwrap those layers, whether it's of this body, and gently go beyond the labels. The label of a name, the label of a position, the label of a possession, nationality, age, gender, faith, hobby, ideas, dreams, relationships, all the relationships, different roles that I, the soul, am playing. I play my role with the right awareness that I am a beautiful star of peace, a beautiful energy of love, seated at the center of the forehead. You are the hero of your life, irrespective of which costume you're wearing, of a child, of a teenager, of an adult, irrespective of the color, age, gender. You play a hero part in the drama of life. A soul playing a role. In the drama of life, there will be ups, there will be downs, there will be praise, there will be criticism, there will be scenes of laughter, there will be scenes of sorrow. I, the actor, walk through the drama of life, being peaceful, loving, but detached, caring. See yourself in the mirror, in front of a mirror, and whatever is visible in the mirror, let all of that disappear and see the invisible, incredible, self-luminous being of light. You are light. Light of peace. Light of love. A pure light who sees the self and everyone as a being of peace. Each one on this planet is a soul playing various roles. Let me play my role, being authentic. Let me play my role, from the true self who I am. No one can take my peace away, because I am a peaceful being. And just feel that light of peace from the center of your forehead. Spreading all over your face. Let that peaceful light touch every cell, every molecule of your body. Calming the mind, relaxing the body. Every heartbeat is peaceful. Every breath I take in is peaceful. Every thought that I create is coming from a space of peace. You're creating an aura of peace. Let the peace within you spread to every corner of this room. Let the light of peace go beyond this room, touching all the people in our community, in our city, in our country, and the world. Every moment you are peaceful, you're adding peace to the world. I am a peaceful being. Peace is my original, natural nature. Peace is my religion. And just stay in that state for a couple of moments and savor that beautiful self that you are and the power that you have. Be in that sacred space within you, the sacred body that you are seated in. Om Shanti. Well, thank you all for joining us on the journey. Anybody wants to come into sound? How is everybody feeling now? A word? Maybe a word or a phrase if you want to. I'll just pass it.
Relax. A little grounded today.
Sleepy.
Yeah, it works. More peaceful.
Lighter.
Anybody on Zoom would like to share your thoughts, your feeling? Okay. Mhm. What is important is to be practicing it consistently, reminding myself. It's not that we won't be challenged. You will definitely be challenged as you walk through the door. But again, remind yourself, hey, I am this beautiful being of light. I'm a peaceful being. And see the other person also that. But starting with the self, because how I see myself, it'll also affect how I see others. So we're all on a journey. Nobody has completed the race, but stay in the boat. Don't get off the boat. When I say stay in the boat is continue to practice in your own way, but consistency is important. The more you do, these are spaces which becomes a vessel, because whoever comes here, it's easy. When this where you are seated, there is no noise of the world, there is no task list to do. It helps you, and this should be your practice ground, and go there and you implement, you learn. No, this is your training field. You train, go there and use it. So these are sacred spaces created for all of you to come and to build your inner muscle. And when you are strong, you can make others strong. When your light is lit, you can light others' light. In a dark room, all it requires is one candle or even one matchstick. And what do they say? A journey to 1,000 miles starts with one step, and that is with the self. So thank you for everyone joining in person and also joining us online. It's beautiful to have you all. Next time we'll create a little circle. Yeah, and we'll create a circle to make it cozy and then conversational. Yeah. And if you have any suggestions on what topic or what aspects that you would like to have a conversation on, it's not one person, it should be everyone sharing, and an open, safe space so that whatever stays here. Yeah. And we're happy to take that up as well. And you all will get a little sweet. And this came all the way from India and from our headquarters. And we call it as a toli, Toli. And toli means in Sindhi a sweet, but it's made with a lot of love in remembrance of God. Right? So it's a blessed food. If you're thinking you're going to cut on sweet, take a little bit every day. Because it will have an effect on you. And you'll also get an affirmation card. And we were talking about our authentic self. It starts with you shine the light of, and it'll be different for each one. So you will give you randomly, and whatever you get, can you practice this for 1 week? Whatever you get, you are it for a week. Okay? And when we meet next week, we'll build on that. Acha? Yeah. Right? So Thank you, everybody on Zoom. Those who are on the advanced class for Murli can stay back, but for the rest of them, good night and thank you for joining and stay authentic. You are beautiful. Om Shanti. Those who are on Zoom, you shine the light of lightness. You are, okay. Unencumbered by thoughts of the past, deeply recognizing the perfection of every moment. So you shine the light of lightness. Om Shanti and good night.
Om Shanti. This is the advanced Murli class. So those who would like to stay for the advanced, please stay, and others, please. The other session is over. Okay. Please, the other session, please feel free to leave because we're starting an advanced session here. Om Shanti. Today's Murli, Baba is talking the essence. Sweet children, you have received unique directions for salvation. What is that? Renounce all bodily religions and become soul conscious. Constantly remember me alone. Baba says, become soul and remember me every day, and he's so that we can practice, practice, and practice. Question. Which children should you ask those who say that God is beyond name and form? Answer. As then, in the Gita, it says that Arjuna had a vision of infinite light and that he asked for it to be stopped because he was unable to tolerate it. So how can God be beyond name and form? Baba says, I am your father. A child would be happy to see his father's form. How could he say that he couldn't tolerate it? This is in Bhagavad Gita and Mahabharata. It says like Arjuna saw God. It was shown as God was depicted as so bright as several thousands of suns. So he couldn't bear it. That's what it says in the epic. So Baba is saying it cannot be true. It's a bonding between child and God. It will be very soothing, calming, loving, enlightening. Okay, so God is standing at your doorstep. O devotee, fill your apron. Om Shanti. Devotees sing, we have become very poverty stricken. O Baba, fill the aprons of all of us. Devotees continue to sing this for birth after birth. There is no devotion in the golden age. There are pure deities there. No devotion. We don't seek God because we are godly by ourselves. Devotees can never be called deities. After taking rebirth, the deities who are the residents of heaven become the residents of hell. Worshippers, devotees, and poverty stricken become cycle. The Father sits here and explains to you, children, not a single human being knows the Father. Why? Because only one who knows soul conscious will be able to know the Father. Only when the Father comes can he give his own introduction. Only God is called Baba. There is a one God for all the devotees. All the devotees, people who go to church, and also definitely devotees. At this time, all are impure and tamu pradhan, and this is why they all call out, Purifier, the impure, come. O Baba, fill the aprons of us devotees. Devotees ask God for wealth. So in the devotion part, we ask God to help, God fix the problem, give peace, give wealth, so many things, right? We keep seeking. So now we are not in the devotional part. What do we do? What do you children ask for? You say, Baba, make us into the masters of heaven. Means remembering Baba, let the soul be Sato Pradhan, soul be elevated. Let me reach the Karmatit stage, the elevated stage. That's all we were aspiring for the soul to be elevated, not for asking things to resolve. You say, Baba, make us into the masters of heaven. There is limitless wealth there. There are palaces studded with diamonds and jewels. You now know that you ought to receive your inheritance of the kingdom from God. This is the true Gita, that is not the Gita. They have written those religious books, etc., for the path of devotion. God didn't give them this knowledge. God teaches Raja Yoga at this time in order to change you from ordinary humans into Narayan. This is what God does, right? He gives us knowledge, He gives us the clarity, knowledge, and every powers so that we become, sorry, I missed the line, so that in order to change from ordinary humans into Narayan, the soul is totally elevated, totally pure, totally virtuous. God teaches you Raja Yoga at this time in order to change you from ordinary humans into Narayan. There would definitely be subjects with the king. There would not be just Lakshmi and Narayan. There would be the whole kingdom. You children now understand who God is. So the entire worldly most of Baba is covering up who God is. Take away all the other opinions and all the stories that we have built upon God. Move on, move away from Him. That means we become soul and recognize Him as God. Your children now understand who God is. No other human beings know Him. The Father says, you speak of God, the Father. So tell me, what is the name, form, land, time period of your God, the Father? They neither know God nor His creation. Some people, they neither know God nor His creation. The Father comes and says, I come at the confluence age of every cycle. Only I, the Creator, come and tell you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole of creation. Some people say that He is beyond name and form, that He therefore cannot come. You know that Father has come. The birthday of, sorry, I keep listening. The Father comes and says, I come at the confluence age at every cycle. Only I, the Creator, come and tell you the secrets of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the whole creation. Some people say that He is beyond name and form and that He therefore cannot come. You know that the Father has come. You all feel right? God has entered our lives. The birthday of Shiva, the incorporeal one, is remembered, and the birthday of Krishna is also remembered. People should know when it is the birthday of Shiva, just as Christians know when Christ took birth and when he established that religion. This refers to Bharat. When does God fill the aprons of Bharat? Devotees call out, O God, fill our aprons. Take us into salvation because we are in degradation and tamopradhan. Souls experience everything through their